Cheers!
Welcome to Movie Bitches!
Welcome to Movie Bitches! Oh, I love it. Yes!
Ding, ding.
We have a very special guest. Heidi N Closet is with us.
Yeah!
Yes!
Whoop, whoop.
Retro Review episode 49. Woo! We're watching Mortal Kombat!
Sorry, you have to say it like the song.
Oh.
You have to do it.
That song
I had a dance
is
party.
A bop.
Completely. It's the only bop.
Is this? What is it like? James Snow, Mortal Kombat, like at the end, whatever his name is.
Johnny Cage.
Johnny Cage, Scorpion. Yeah, that one.
You tried. You tried. It was close. It was close.
Sonya Blade.
Liu Kang.
I guess you two should describe how this came to be.
Oh, right. Well, we both bonded on Instagram Live over our love of Mortal Kombat, the game and the movie.
But
This is one that I watched over and over and over. Haven't seen it in a couple decades. I'm excited to talk about it.
I'm so excited. Oh, it's so bad. It's good.
I mean, okay, so here's the other thing. Andrew has never seen it. Have you played the game ever?
Nope.
Whoa, Andrew. Whoa.
I'm pretty excited about whatever your reaction was, because I don't know.
I had a great time.
Love it.
Perfect.
Did it get a little slow in the middle? And it was like, oh, they're fighting again. Oh, okay.
Well, I like that
they're
the fighting was the boring part for you, not the like extraneous scenes of exposition and dialogue where they were just like, these are the rules of the tournament.
So, first things first, thank you to Heidi for joining us. I tricked y'all there. And second things second, shout out to our wine sponsor, Wink. Go to trywink.com/moviebitches. You get $22 off your first month of wine. Third things third, thank you to our Patreon supporters. $5 a month or more gets you early access. $10 gets you access to our viewing parties. I think this one's a fun one. I mean, it's mostly just me dancing and then going, what? Huh? What?
I had cousin Stu join me for this one, so it was fun.
I'm assuming he played the game,
He
right?
played the game a lot, had not seen the film, but was delighted by the callbacks.
Andrew, can you please do that sound again? The little,
Oh, what? That one?
It sounds like the Home Improvement.
Oh my god, it does! What?
Yes, Mortal Kombat, a childhood favorite of mine. So much karate in the 90s. I also was like, wow, this is the most 90s movie maybe ever. It's so incredibly 90s.
Yeah, it was. It was definitely me being born in the 90s. I can relate that it took me home. It made me feel like I was back in PJs and living my best life.
Just like doing karate in your basement with your friend, you know, cool. I was really cool. Yeah. Oh. Definitely had this soundtrack on cassette tape. Yep, listen to it all the time. Mainly just the one song, but
That's just the one.
I should see if it's on Spotify. If not, that's a huge mistake. Missed opportunity on their part.
if that song came on in a club in West Hollywood, do you think, what would the reaction be? I feel like it would be great.
Absolutely. Everybody's about to do the Karate Kid and bust out some karate moves in the club.
There was a few things I was surprised by watching it back. Of course, the CGI is awful. Of course, there's a lot of things that aged poorly. But I was genuinely like, they put some money behind this movie. You know, they went to Thailand. Like, there was a travel logness of it that I remember enjoying as a child and being like, oh my God, this is a real set. I mean, some of it's not. Some of it's very much a video game, but...
But you know, at the time, it was like state of the art, right? So like they did the best that they could with the CGI. Like obviously now it just looks so much different. It reminded me of the Scorpion King, right? Especially, what's this guy with the arms coming out?
Goro. Not Gordo.
Yeah.
Whoa.
But he definitely was serving some The Rock as Scorpion King realness.
Absolutely.
So, Andrew, what was your reaction? What did you enjoy? What were you confounded by?
Well, okay, so I thought overall, tone, mood, fun, campy. Oh, right, because this is part of summer camp.
Yes!
I put this firmly in, like, the bro camp category.
Oh, boy. Yeah. It is, there's so many greasy chests. Just so many.
Loved that. I love, you know, we start and it's pretty, like, violent. But then he wakes up and I'm like, ooh, these luscious locks. Ooh, this, you know, shirtless, hairless torso. Yeah. Oh, this, you know, floating bed. And then what's up with this dresser?
She was like, why all the green lights? And I was like, because it's dramatic. That's why. He lives
in the ambiance. Okay?
He lives by a neon sign. Don't ask me questions like that.
Too many questions. You're asking too many questions. Quit it. Stop.
Too many questions.
Well, it started, and I mean, because I watched this this is for children, presumably, and it starts, and you know, your soul is mine, and he's killing a small child.
Your brother's soul is mine.
It was dramatic. I was like, wow, they really don't make kids movies like this anymore.
No.
It's a shame. And it's a shame to think so.
Right? They used to have like stakes and there was like, you know, fear. And now it's like kids movies are so watered down that it's just like, well, you know.
Yeah, exactly. I agree.
But yet the children still grow up so much faster than we did back then, though. That's the crazy part.
Spare him, my Lord Raiden. American life has enfeebled his mind. Too much television.
That is the crazy part. The internet.
I blame you, the internet. Actually, no, you can pay some of my bills. I don't blame you.
Who do we think is campier? Christopher Lambert as Raiden or the main bad guy?
Enough! Lord Raiden, how good of you to grace us with your presence.
I think it might be Shang Tsung, the bad guy. He was.
I think it's Shang Tsung. Have to be Raiden. I'm wearing my Raiden hair actually. No, I'm joking.
It is kind of Storm-like.
A touch, you know. I'm hoping to be cast in the next X-Men movie.
I would love that.
I'll probably get fought for the role though, so it's not going to happen. But I would have to say Shang. I can't say his name. Shang Tsung. I think that's correct.
I think it's that. Sorry.
The main bad guy, the villain. Yes, absolutely.
Yes. Although I was also living for like this original Batman voice.
The fate of billions will depend upon you. Sorry.
You know, we have, you are chosen for the tournament. You know, you're like, what is this?
Oh, we get everyone's introductions. It's very methodically set up. I felt like there was care given to this movie, even though it's a video game movie. Like, it didn't feel like a cash grab.
Yeah, nowadays, all movies that are based off of video games are definitely cash grabs. They're definitely, let's pump this out really fast and get this coin to capitalize off of this video game. 100%, yeah. And it was like, it's nice to see that they used to not always be about the money.
At least not entirely.
Yeah.
I mean, I appreciated, like, having never played the video game, I was still able to watch the movie, understand what was going on, fully get the concept of, like, what the game, I mean, it felt like a video game, but in, like, a fun way. And I'm not going to lie, I know they made a bunch of sequels.
The second one is everything.
It's crazy.
What do they do? Because I was like, at the end of this one, I was like, okay, I would be down for if it was like, oh, now they have to get 9 more in a row so they can start taking back the like little realms that were taken over and free them from like the tyranny. I was like, I'd be down for that plot point.
Save Kitana's realm.
Exactly.
Adenia, please, save her. That's the realm's name, Adenia. Save Adenia, please.
Come on. I was so obsessed with Sonya and Princess Kitana as a child. They were so fucking fabulous. I just love it. Oh, and I did find out a fun fact. Cameron Diaz was cast as Sonya, but broke her wrist during training and had to drop out, and they replaced her with Bridget Wilson.
And she was in...
Billy Madison.
Yeah. Thanks.
You're welcome.
I was watching it, and I was like, I know her. What is she from? And at first I thought she was Meredith Blake from Parent Trap because they kind of have a similar vibe, but no.
I can see that.
Right?
I smell what you're stepping in.
Oh no.
Can we talk about the accent work?
Oh, still concerned only with vengeance? If you challenge Chang Sung now, you will lose your life and your soul.
Christopher Lambert, so his deal is that his dad was like an ambassador or something. He traveled all over the world. He lived in all these different countries. So that's why his accent is from everywhere and nowhere at once. But Kano's accent.
So then he freezes this guy, right? And then he explodes. I can see his guts and everything.
Australian?
Yeah.
The line that I just always, as a kid, was like, that really stuck with me was when he comes out and he goes, "Hello, baby. Did you miss me?" Something about it was like, oh, it's coming. This is the line. This is it. It's happening.
That's the line. That's the one I always think of when I think of him. Literally.
Hello, baby. Did you miss me?
Hello, baby. You miss me? I was like,
no, I did
absolutely not.
When she broke his neck, I was like, yes, but also children's film.
No, no, don't. Oh, give me a break.
Okay.
Right? And she did not hesitate a bit. She was like, oh, I'll give you a break. Oh. But I also noticed, I really appreciated at some point that not only is it obviously Mortal Kombat because the loser dies, but it's also a combat of mortals.
Oh.
Because there was like this weird god thing, and then there was like magic, and then it was like, oh, the mortals have to fight. It was weird. Yeah.
Whoa.
Well, why does it start with a K?
For karate.
For karate, of course. Of course.
Duh, karate. Come on. Keep up.
Oh, the other fun fact. Okay, so you know when they're introducing Johnny Cage? So he's apparently based on Jean-Claude Van Damme. Like that was sort of the inspiration for that character. But also when there's the fake out and now he's on set and he's just an actor. And that Steven Spielberg director looking guy like is, hey, Johnny, we gotta get this shot. It was supposed to really be Spielberg. He was like a huge Mortal Kombat fan, but it didn't work out, like timing-wise, so he just got someone that looked like him.
Why can't we have nice things?
Transferred from the Hitchcock profile of like director, or like Jod Pers and a microphone. It's transferred to like Spielberg, the hat and glasses kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Can we talk about the leaky boat?
Oh boy.
What about me?
What about
me?
Those sails, those digital sails with the holes in them.
That was a mess.
Oh, it was
a mess.
It was like ride for Pirates of the Caribbean or something when they were all standing on the ship and it's just like foggy and they're clearly in like a pool.
And not just any pool, a kiddie pool.
A kiddie pool.
It was a kiddie pool.
It's a kids movie.
Yes. I said it felt like they reused the set from Muppet Treasure Island.
Probably. Well, I think Muppet Treasure Island came out later, but maybe they.
Oh, well, maybe they reused it then. Maybe
wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Now, if Tim Curry was in this movie,
absolutely,
would he be Raiden? I don't know if he could take over that. Christopher Lambert really was just chewing every piece of scenery that was available to him. Maybe he ate the sails on the boat.
But Tim Curry also knows how to chew some scenery.
100%. Absolutely. I wanted the main bad guy. I looked him up. He didn't really work all that. I mean, it wasn't like, oh, he's that guy. He was just from Mortal Kombat. He was on Revenge, though, for a while.
Oh, what?
Oh.
That show, Revenge.
Revenge.
We say Revenge, but it's jokesies. Remember that CW show, Revenge?
I think it was ABC.
That ABC show, Revenge.
Oh, I never watched it.
He was on that.
Oh, it's garbage, but it's pretty great.
And he's
You just described me on season 12, thanks.
Absolutely not. And he was in that.
Untrue.
He was in that Disney Channel original movie, Johnny Tsunami.
Oh, that makes sense.
But anyway, I was like, man, I wish he'd gotten more work because I could see him as like a Marvel villain. Like he was doing so many things.
Some of you will even have the distinct honor and pleasure to face Prince Goro.
I was really into his performance this watch. It was just all of the accent work, all of the eyes. He was doing so much.
He did serve evil.
Your soul is mine.
I was like, yeah, he's bad. I mean, obviously it helps that they start off with him murdering someone.
Yeah.
But like,
a child.
Hoping against hope. Such an endearing human trait. I'm touched. Really.
Like a teenager.
They set it up for us to want to hate him, so it was easy to hate him.
Exactly.
Fatality. Flawless
I'm assuming
victory.
that's from the game.
That's from the game. Flawless victory. Yes.
It is. That's when you don't get hit, Andrew, if you didn't know that.
If you just dominate the whole round.
Flawless victory.
Flawless victory.
But then his finish him was really, usually when they're like, oh, I'm dazed and you've lost and you can do a finishing move and then finish him. He was just sort of like, finish him.
Finish him.
That one he didn't commit to. The guy braids who was doing real panther faces, loved it.
Oh, yeah.
Really doing a lot of reaction faces.
Yeah, well, I was enjoying this, too.
There was so much chest.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
When all those soldiers, nameless guy with the socks on their heads, poor costuming assistant had to sew all those, ski mask socks. There's so many of them.
Sure,
baby.
But it was also probably the same costuming assistant that got to fit all of the pants on them. So,
And I'm not mad at that.
cuts both ways.
That's a lot of measuring.
Yeah.
You have to get that inseam just right.
Oh, yes.
Just right.
Just right.
I'm so glad that you enjoyed it, Andrew, because I was worried you were going to just beat this. Didn't know how you'd react. I'm so glad that it is really fun to watch. Like, I was fully entertained the whole time, even with my nostalgia goggles.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's stupid. It's weird to say that it's just like a dumb, fun time when people are literally dying every 5 minutes.
Fatality.
But it is.
When he gets dragged to hell, get over here! Oh my gosh.
Can we talk about that
God.
CGI, like, it coming out of his hand? That CGI is horrible.
Oh, it's so bad.
Yeah.
And then when it's like chasing him, when they're in the apple orchard or whatever it's at, and it's like chasing around, and then it just stops right before it gets to his face because it's wrapped around that tree at one point. Really? Just so happens not to be long enough.
And then he just stands there while it snaps at him for a while. Planned fights. Okay, here we're in the ring, everyone's watching, and then suddenly, I'm in an orchard, and
that was the only. It was a very random fight because all the other ones had like an arena or like a set spot for it, and we're like, we're here in the orchard, let's fight. Hey. But can we talk about that one cartwheel that Scorpion does, and it's just like it's like a really bad one. From behind the tree, and it's so bad. Like, it was a Monique Hart cartwheel. It was bad. I was like, whoa there. What is this? What we're doing? You trained for this, really? You can do all these kicks and stuff and chops and stuff, and you can't do a cartwheel? Okay.
His big dramatic entrance, and it was like,
right.
And his autograph picture. There was a lot of fun jokes in the movie. They had a lot of fun with the script. I think they kept it light on that level, and then, stealing of the souls. Yeah. They kind of balanced each other out in a way.
Yeah.
The CGI on that tree when it gets cut up and it's trying to get across and it's chipping the wood off. It was bad.
Oh, yeah. Well, Reptile looks hilarious. I cackled every time he's hilarious.
God. Yeah. Reptile.
You mean the thing that looked like Randall from Monsters Inc., but doesn't look as good?
That thing. Accurate.
I think the little reptile was probably the best fighter in the tournament because he was whooping up on Liu Kang for a long time. He's just a little creature that's running around the world and beat up the main character more than anybody else. Even the main villain. He beat him up more than the main villain did, and the main villain was supposed to 1,000 souls, and you can't beat up. Okay.
Once he started losing those souls, it was like, ooh, you're not so strong anymore, are you? Mutiny, that's what I was chanting, and then it happened. I was like, they should just get everyone to mutiny all the souls inside and be like, nah, I'm not fighting for you anymore.
It's like Dragon Ball Z when Goku's using the spirit bomb. I need all your spirits to unite!
Well, and he did get to do his endless bicycle kick on Reptile, which was
everything. Can we talk about the backflips out of it, though?
Oh, boy.
Out of, like a tumbleweed. I was like, what's going on here? What?
When they was fighting with Sub-Zero, and Sub-Zero did a cool, flip, flopped down that ramp, and then he just kind of went, ah! And like fell down a little bit and ran.
Wait okay, so about the Sub-Zero fight. Okay, so during Liu Kang and Katana, that's how it's called. Yeah, Katana. They were fighting, and she was like, use the element of life. I've always thought the element of life was fire because of like it's energy and stuff, but no, it's water. Through the water, and it went through the ice and stabs him. He's ice. Use fire.
Yes.
I didn't get it. I was like I didn't remember this. I didn't remember this part. That's why I'm so like upset about it right now. Like I didn't remember this one. And as soon as she was like, use the element of life or whatever, however she worded it, I was like, oh, fire, perfect. Okay, yeah, that's it. That's the one. Absolutely.
We'll melt the ice guy.
Throws the bucket of water.
When she said that, I was like, oh, water. And then when they showed all these like, you know, torches of fire, I was like, oh, not water, it's fire. But then I saw the buckets and I was like, oh no, it was water. And then I was like, maybe that he had to choose. I was like waiting for it to be like a, you know, oh God, which one gives, you know, because it's like, there's 4 elements, right? Like earth, wind, fire, water, right?
Yes.
And the 5th element is Leeloo Dallas.
I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this.
Speaking of fire, the candle budget on this movie,
Yankee Candles was set for life. Maybe it's because it's a very spiritual, like setting, like for where they're supposed to be at. It's supposed to be like very spiritual and stuff. So I kind of understand it, but dear Lord, I would hate to be the person that has to put out the candles. Like,
it's all those shirtless guys with, you know, the elf socks on their heads.
I'd watch them put it out. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. I hope they put
maybe
it out.
Some of them they have to like bend over, you know. I guess I would have liked maybe a little bit more establishment of the characters, of like who they are. But I guess if you know the game, then there's like a little bit more there. You're like, oh, I know that guy. I know. Oh, no.
Not really.
I mean, it's like, oh, it's her. Her finishing move is when she, you know, jumps up and squeezes people with her legs. Can't wait. That was, you know, there isn't like a real backstory to the characters.
At least not in the first one. They delve deeper in later series of it, but in the first one, it's just, I want to kick some butt and I'm going to win.
I like their outfit. I'm going to pick them. Or that's what I based it on.
Oh, I love that. Of course you did. Can we talk about, I was confused by this, in that there seemed to be so many people that entered this competition that was literally lethal if you lose, and yet they didn't seem prepared at all. You should be at the top of your game if you're going to like risk your life to fight for like what?
The honor, the glory, I don't know.
Yeah, I can relate, you know, going to a competition not prepared. I can definitely. So I can relate to some of that, but you know, I think that's what the whole montage of everyone like getting thrown on the gravels was about. Like everyone, you're not prepared, get him the gravels. Here, throw him on the gravels. It was like, oh, y'all just getting like, disrespected like this.
Like 18 different shots of, and they fell on the pebbles, and they fell, and they fell on the pebbles, and them, and that. Oh my goodness!
Like,
and then all it took, you just had to punch him in the balls. That was his kryptonite.
Let's dance.
So funny.
And then run and throw him off the mountain. That's all you have to do.
The cliff.
It's so simple. So simple.
No, he's top heavy, so you know.
Top heavy Tammy. Yeah, absolutely. 10 tournaments and no one thought to throw him off a cliff? Really?
Or just run. He's very slow and cumbersome. Run away.
He skipped leg day, okay? He skipped leg day.
It's because he has to do arm day twice. Each set.
Really enjoying watching everyone try and look cool while walking through sand. There was a lot of like, I am rad and a bad ass fighter, and like, oh no, balance check, I'm cool, everything is cool. It's quite a skill.
I was hoping someone would run across like in Baywatch.
Oh my god.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh boy, yeah. Well, speaking of Bridget Wilson's kidnapped outfit.
How did she get changed? Who changed her?
Who did her hair? Who changed it?
Okay, they teased the fuck out of her hair, okay?
I like the cutscene of this like maid or something. Like, oh yeah, preparing you for the kidnapping.
They're like, we cut this scene, but here's the lost scene. Here it is. They should have put that in. Oh my god, that would have been everything.
Right?
Like there should have been a 4-armed maid so she could do it all at once. Doing her hair and changing her clothes all at once. It would have been perfect. Yep. And there is a 4-armed female, whatever Goro is. It could have been like a little preview of her. Something.
I
love that.
Love that so much. We solved it. That would have made it Oscar worthy.
Is it not already? I could have sworn it was.
They just missed out, actually. They were,
It did make a shit ton of money, though, by the way.
Oh, I'm sure.
It was very, very popular. The soundtrack went platinum. Like, it was,
Just because of the one song.
It was that song.
Just that one song, really.
Just the one. It carries. It carries.
It's just so good.
I want it to be the soundtrack of my life. I want that one to be the track.
Oh, you'll never lose inspiration. You'll just always be pumped.
Yeah.
You get like advice through that voice. Fight, do it.
Sure.
You know, it'll be great.
Flawless.
Yeah.
Go for it.
A flawless victory.
You have the power.
Heidi N Closet.
Finish off. When you're almost done with your makeup.
Love it.
Finish off.
I love it.
Period. That's literally every time I do my makeup, when I'm at the end, I'm saying, finish off. And then put the wig on.
That's perfect.
Should we talk about Raiden's wig line? I mean...
No. That's very triggering for me. How could you?
Oh my god, wait. We have to talk about Liu Kang's Farrah Fawcett feathered this mane of his. Mesmerizing.
The only mane. Period. .com. If it's not his mane, I don't want it. I'm not interested. That's the only mane. Okay?
It's the only one. It was good.
Even when it was wet, I mean, every moment of it was different and great. I was fascinated.
They should have gotten an Oscar for hair and makeup just for his hair.
Just for the hair. Ooh.
Period. Because that hair was it. And so was Sonya's.
Wait, which one? The kidnapping hair or the ponytail hair? Both.
Both. Girl. But.
I did appreciate that they gave her like a potato sack. That they gave her like a potato sack at the end. Like, oh, you don't have to walk around in this sexy tennis outfit. We'll give you a potato sack. When they go back to the temple, they were like, it's cool. We'll cover it around.
They're like, here you go. Cover up just a little bit. We're going to a temple.
With katanas in like her corset. And yeah, it's great.
Absolutely. Skin tight corset and leggings. Yeah.
But dude, she's 10,000 years old. So?
I think you're hard up for a date. Come on, she's trying to lead us out. Would you forget about her? She's 10,000 years old. So what?
That was so stupid. I was like, wow, okay. Because did you clock that it picks up right before the beginning of the second movie?
Yeah.
I literally think they may have filmed these back to back.
Well, it's a different director.
Maybe.
The director,
he
passed on it and went and directed Event Horizon instead.
Whoa.
Wacky.
That's not P.T. Anderson. Just making sure.
Because the director of the first one, this is weird, also went on to direct a whole bunch of Resident Evil movies. With Mila Jovovich.
Oh.
And they may or may not have been married at some point in time. Weird.
It's a small world of...
It's a tiny, tiny world. It's a tiny, tiny world. It's a tiny... I don't know the rest. It's a tiny, tiny world.
I like this like off-brand Disneyland song.
Absolutely.
It's just enough to get around copyright, Andrew.
Exactly.
It's my life story. Use just enough so you don't have to pay for it. So when I go to the makeup store, I just get the test samples, you know.
There you just
and do it while in there. I'm not gonna lie, I've actually done that before. I'm not even gonna lie. Like once I went to Sephora.
Love this. Continue.
And I had them do like the test sample, like to find the perfect foundation. I was like, okay, wonderful. So I let them, and we found one, and I let them put it all in my face. I'm like, okay, cool. And then as they went back up to the counter and stuff, I was walking around the store, And it was before I had a gig that night and I didn't have the makeup, so I went and swatched the test sample and I did my whole face up in the Sephora on test samples, and I had looked good. I mean, I won't say good, but she looked.
She looked.
I love
She looked, baby. She had looked like she had looked.
Love that.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. When the Emperor showed up at the end and it was just a Power Rangers episode. Oh pitiful humans. I will take your soul.
Yeah.
Formation.
Formation, exactly.
Call the Megazords.
I was really nerding out, enjoying how much I remembered about this movie. And there's Sub-Zero. Oh, I'm so excited. There's so-and-so. There's so-and-so. It was a delightful, nostalgic trip down memory lane. And I had
I think I was more excited seeing the characters and actually like following along with the story. And I'm like, who's like, literally at one point I was like, who's next? Who's next? Who we're gonna see next? Who we're gonna see next? That's what I was more fascinated about because I'm a big fan. I was like, who's next? And I was like, I don't remember who else was going to be there. So I was like, oh, we're so excited.
I was the same way. And Andrew, were you just
along for the ride?
Who was your favorite?
I guess Sonia.
Sonia's the best. Sonia was supposed to have a second fight in the movie that was scheduled, but they never filmed it, where she fought Jade, the other girl in the game.
Oh my God, they cut Jade. I loved Jade is back.
Yes.
Fun fact. Most of the female characters are basically based off of Katana, because in the video games, they only had like one female character in the first one, and they had just a bunch of color swaps, like a pink one, a red one, a green one, and so on and so forth. So most of the female characters are based off of her in a different color palette.
Well, similar to Scorpion and Sub-Zero. Oh, well, we created this one guy with like a triangle body. So just
they're like, we'll just color swap it out and, you know, go for that. Create new characters.
Remember Smoke? Remember there was like a cyborg?
Oh, yes, I love Smoke.
Oh, that was so good.
Oh my God.
I remember one time we were both playing as Sub-Zero, and you know how you can like both knock each other out and both do a finishing move like as a trick?
No, I've never done this.
So Sub-Zero's finishing move is that he rips your head off and then your spinal cord too, and then it dangles in the wind. And it was like two Sub-Zeros ripping each other's heads off, and then maybe it was like an old wives' tale that I imagined, but I remember it happening.
I have to Google this. This is it. This is the content I signed up for. Okay, this is what I came here for.
Yes.
I was just thinking I would be pretty down for like a drag queen, maybe like a drag race group of like Mortal Kombat replication. Obviously not to the death, but like,
why not?
You know, it'd be fun. Why not?
Finish her.
I don't fight fair, okay? I'm too small to fight fair. I cheat. Let's go.
I would like a... Well, they probably wouldn't do something that's specific and do like a Mortal Kombat runway, but maybe like a video game, your favorite video game character runway. Like, that'd be fun.
Why have they not done that? Oh my God. That'd be everything.
That'd be good. Who would you be?
Me, I would be Aang from The Last Airbender.
Ooh.
Because he's mainly a cartoon character, but there's some video games of them, so technically he counts. So I would be Aang, and I would make it really fabulous and gorgeous. And I'd get to wear a bald cap and stuff, and just be a fabulous monk on the runway.
That would be a really fun one. I wish they would do that.
Oh my God, that'd be everything.
Yeah, well, we've put it out there now.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
It's going to happen. I feel it in my bones. There's chills all in my body, and I lose all control.
Good.
You had the jacket. You had to do it.
Exactly. Tell me about it. Stud.
Sorry, the gap gets in the way sometimes.
It's never in the way.
Never. It is the way.
It is the way.
Yes, I love that.
Team Gap, all the way.
Speaking of, do you have anything that you want to plug?
Oh, absolutely. I actually just recently started a YouTube channel,
Ooh.
Heidi N Closet. I have a couple series already on there. I got a couple old performances, so don't judge me. And I have this series that I've done called Who's Got the Juice, where people submit embarrassing stories and we talk about them. Hopefully soon mine will be coming out as well. And then I'm also doing these makeup tutorials called Dragged Out coming up soon. So where I do my own makeup or another queen does my makeup. So it's going to be fun too. Also, check me on social medias at Heidi N Closet on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And on TikTok, it's the Heidi N Closet because some heathen stole Heidi N Closet from me before I could get it.
So rude.
The level of disrespect is far too much. And
far too much.
If you would like some Heidi N Closet merch, go to theheidincloset.com and get you some merch.
Yes, I have some.
Perfect.
I got your pins. They're so cute.
Yes, is that
so
everything?
cute.
Oh,
and fingers crossed, if everything goes according to plan, some Heidi hijinks will be coming soon.
Love it!
I
love that.
We shall see. One. Sorry, I was feeling my fantasy. Excuse me, Jen.
I love it.
Oh.
I forgot about
I also forgot about
God, that feels so long ago now.
It does. I feel so old. I'm like, wow, it's over. I've peaked. This is it. I'm done.
It's too soon to have your Nina Bonita Brown moment.
I should have been Black China.
I laughed so hard when Scorpion turned into Ghost Rider. When he was just like a skull, and then he was breathing fire onto that shield.
Why was
it turned into Army of Darkness, and then the shield it turned him into
caught
lava.
fire?
I don't.
The shield caught fire.
Yeah.
And then he proceeded to
cut
use
him
it
into
to
fire?
cut Scorpion up, and lava pours out.
Yeah.
Like he cut him on the sternum. Look at me using my vocabulary. On the sternum, lava pours out. So why would if lava's inside of him, why would fire hurt him?
Again, the opposite is true. He should have water on Scorpion and fire on Sub-Zero. What's happening?
The inconsistencies are far too much. I can't do this anymore. This is unprofessional. I refuse. I can't do this anymore. We're done. We're done.
Where's my pocketbook?
Oh my gosh, but the other thing that was cracking me up, did you catch the random extra when they were fighting Goro, and there was a couple other times he popped up, that was just in like a sleeveless flannel and looked like he was like a metalhead? He looked like he was on like the Airheads poster. And he was just like, had long hair and was like, hey. It was as if he was like a grip on set and they forgot. Because everyone else,
missed that.
Everybody else is in full outfits, the costumes, everything. And he's like in a sleeveless flannel.
Now I have to watch again because I've missed that one.
I will pull the clip.
Yeah, I missed that.
It was cracking me up.
Okay.
I kept thinking, did I make that up? And then he'd show up again. I'd say, no, he's standing right next to the main characters.
Wow.
That's so weird.
What about the two really rowy, beefy guys that were always like, yeah, Goro, he's winning. Like, they kept cutting back to just two specifically really,
Me and Jada. Yeah. Yeah, that was me and Jada. Yeah.
Wasn't it weird that Kano's chest hair was like shaved into a deep V? Did you notice that?
I wasn't mad at it though.
I was just intrigued. It looked like he had worn a deep V tank top and then he shaved everything where the tank top. It was odd.
Like the tank top got dipped in Nair, and so that was all that was left.
Yes, it seemed like a choice. It wasn't natural because I think it was matching his like widow's peak, maybe. I don't know, but
it was mirroring the Widow Von Du peak. Yeah. Yeah.
It really cracked me up. They're all sitting around, or Kano and Goro are sitting around at that feast eating greasy meat. I was like, ugh, it's like really gross. And the three main characters are spying on them, and their reaction to this monster is, oh.
You fool. You know nothing.
Oh, look at that. Weird.
Oh, wow. That's
but also
different.
Their reaction of like, oh, we should go. Clomp, clomp, clomp. I was like, what's going on?
Let's not sneak away. Let's just, make as much noise as possible as we leave.
Let's get out of here.
Oh, yeah, he's the god of thunder and lightning, obviously. Oh, okay, great.
Oh, okay.
I mean, Avaryl, they'd been transported to a different realm by a weird fake pirate ship. So, like, I think at that point you just kind of go with it.
You just have to accept it at that point.
Who is this guy?
Let's just think this through. There is a rational explanation for this.
He's Raiden, god of lightning and protector of the realm of Earth.
So anyway, yeah, it was a pleasure to rewatch. I'm so glad that you enjoyed it, Andrew. Really.
Yes.
Very excited. And it was so nice chatting with you. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, really fun.
It was so nice chatting with y'all. Such a good time. Oh my goodness. I've been fans of y'all's for a long time, so I'm happy to be on it with y'all.
That's so crazy. I mean, it's just like surreal.
Well, we're big fans of yours.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
And we'll go subscribe to your YouTube channel right now.
Yes, please. Yes. I'd appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Subscribe and share.
Ciao.
Now I gotta go get that song right now, immediately.
Oh yeah.
I have to go get it, download it on my phone.
That's your next Instagram Live. There you go.
Absolutely. I'm really going to play it during my next Instagram Live. And then hopefully by the time I finish, I can say finish her right on cue.
Oof.
Exactly.
Well, it was lovely chatting with you.
It was so good chatting with y'all as well. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. As it blows.
It goes green.
Bye.
Hello, baby. Did you miss me?